Give you a sense of how that position has actually shifted within the Congress on this very sensitive issue. Take a look at this.
कि ये सीधे के सीधे ओपन एंड शट भ्रष्टाचार का मामला है और ये बहुत बड़ा दिल्ली के अंदर शराब का लिकर का स्कैम हुआ है। केजरीवाल और आम आदमी पार्टी ये कह रहे हैं कि इनके साथ में बहुत बेइंसाफी हो रही है। क्या बेइंसाफी हो रही है इनके साथ में? दुख की बात यह है कि आम आदमी पार्टी जिसका निर्माण इसलिए हुआ था कि वो लोकपाल बनाएगा, आज लोकपाल भूल गए हैं और लिकर के अंदर, शराब के अंदर, इसी काम के अंदर वो लोग लग गए हैं।
I think it's truly a shocking development. Not only have they arrested a sitting chief minister of a state, but he's also the president of a national political party that has entered the electoral fray. Now, what's the point of a so-called free and fair election if two of the parties are handicapped in entering the race? I mean, you can't say I am the biggest, strongest, fastest athlete and then tie the hands and feet of your opponent and say, now I'm going to win the race, I'm much better.
I want to bring in India Today's Preeti, my friend and colleague, who's been tracking all these political movements over the last many weeks on the road to 24. Preeti, on this specific, Congress compulsion, they are part of the same alliance. Sandeep Dixit there, there's this whole history there of the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. How do you read this? Would last night have been like a tough pill to swallow for Congress leaders, or is this something that just goes?
What last night showed, Shiv, especially to the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, actually it ironed out a huge crease which they thought would be a huge speed bump going into the Lok Sabha elections where they are in alliance on 7 seats. Because if a Sandeep Dixit can come on ground in support of an Arvind Kejriwal, then it means something. Of course, the other part is that Sandeep Dixit is also vying for a ticket because Congress hasn't announced its 3 candidates where the 7th seat sharing arrangement is concerned. And he's eyeing for one of those seats. So, in terms of galvanizing the opposition together, see, the Congress stand is what, Chip? The Congress says, we are not saying that the Aam Aadmi Party is not guilty. We were the ones who flagged it because we thought there's something fishy in it. What we are saying is that this is misuse of agencies. And that is why you'll see the entire opposition, as you and I speak right now, cutting across party lines, march to the Election Commission of India, coming together. So, there are 2 ways to look at it. One, of course, will it galvanize the opposition? It has been able to do that, at least as of now, where optics are concerned. Of course, on the other, does it highlight the hypocrisy that exists in politics? Of course it does. Of course it highlights the hypocrisy of the Congress with its take on the Aam Aadmi Party. But, Shiv, I'd like to add, hypocrisy is not just privy in politics to the Congress or, to the Aam Aadmi Party.
Like I said,
I'll give you an example of the BJP. Forget about, all the whole washing machine allegations of an Ajit Pawar, you called him corrupt and you took him on, Himanta Biswa Sarma or a Suvendu Adhikari. I'll give you 2 very big examples. You had a Nitish Kumar, which on stage you had the Home Minister said कि अब हमेशा के लिए दरवाजे बंद हैं.
And then he
You
came right back.
called him unstable mentally. You went on stage and called Nitish Kumar unstable. How quickly you formed a government with him? Immediately. Right. On the other hand, you have TDP's Chandrababu Naidu, who's called the Prime Minister a terrorist and a Hitler. Now the BJP can swallow that bitter pill. So in comparison, the Congress's bitter pill is practically the same.
No, very true. And those are examples that I also mentioned, which is why these hypocrisies are bipartisan. But my follow-up question to that, Preeti, would be that given the implications of this relationship, given that this hypocrisy goes beyond just compulsions, the fact that the Congress has practically been erased from Delhi, as it were. It has no power in Delhi, and that entire space has been occupied by the Aam Aadmi Party. That dynamic is a little different. So how does that sit with the Congress Party, having to, having to speak for Arvind Kejriwal in this matter?
Now what's happening is, because
it makes it seem like, this is a vichardhara ki ladai.
No, I'll tell you what. So the bitter pill to swallow for the Congress is not now. That pill was swallowed, with an equal or a large measure of water when the alliance was brokered. When you decided to be in bed with the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi and get into an alliance, that was the difficult part. Now for the Congress, now that you are in alliance, this is the best thing that the Congress can do. As a political outfit, your messaging has to be key. If Congress had not come yesterday, you're fighting 7 seats in the national capital. So your voter,
it would have looked bad if they hadn't come.
If your voter is going to see an Arvinder Lovely, is going to see a Subhash Kapoor, is going to see a Sandeep Dixit, and they're going to say, okay, maybe now. Because at least now your optics are right politically. Hypocrisy, of course, but it's politics. Politics is replete with hypocrisy.